Hey guys, Gina here. I have something very special. I have a box of Garfield collectibles that I have had in a box for over 20 years.
Wow.
I was a huge Garfield fan back in the 80s and 90s, and anything Garfield I would try to collect. So if you gave me a pack of pencils, I would take the packaging and very carefully cut out the Garfield logo, and then I'd take some tape and I would stick it to my bedroom wall. And there was probably a good 3 years where my bedroom was mostly Garfield stuff. I mean, the fish tank, the blankets, all that kind of stuff. I was obsessed with Garfield, and I would watch the cartoon on Saturday morning. Do you guys remember Garfield and Friends? I have such wonderful memories of my grandparents picking me up from school, and I'd get in the back seat of their car and they would have a little snack for me, and they had gone to the library and checked out a new Garfield comic book for me. And I think that's partly where my love of it came from. It's just such a good memory for me. So yeah, I have kind of an idea of what's inside of here, but I haven't seen it in such a long time. So I thought it would be fun while I'm going through all of my stuff in the garage that if I pulled it out and shared it with you guys, because I know there are a lot of Garfield fans from back in the 80s and 90s, and hopefully even today. So if that is you and you guys want to see what's inside this mystery box from the past 20 years, it's kind of like a time capsule, right? So it looks like there's a bunch of comic books on the top. Me and my grandpa, we tried to collect as many as we could. He would always go to the thrift stores, and even the library sometimes would have like a sale, and we would pick them up. But oh my gosh, so let's see. We've got all of these books. This is his 6th book, 5th. This one is in packaging, so who knows where that came from. That's the 2nd book. And I know I have a pretty good, collection of the comic books that came out. So like here's the 16th. I may actually have most of them until they start getting a little bit later. Do you guys know if Jim Davis still does Garfield comic books like this? If any of you are an avid collector, let me know. I would love to know. I mean, I could always Google it, but let me know. Here's a Garfield trivia book. Let's see. Oh, this is how well you know Garfield. So let's see. Okay, do you guys know this one? How does Garfield like his coffee? I would say with a lot of sugar in it, but maybe he likes it black. Yep. Strong enough to sit up and bark. All right, let's do another one. This is a funny one. According to Garfield, what 2 uses does a banana have? Of course, probably one to eat and one to trip, right? Food and entertainment, especially when someone slips on the peel. Oh my gosh, here is a brand new, still sealed Garfield. It says it's a golden book. Happy birthday, Garfield. I didn't even know I had this. I don't remember this. If this was mine from when I was a kid, I would have opened this. So this must have been something I got in the last 20 years and then just slid it in there. But how cool is that? It's a brand new golden book of Garfield. I should look that up and see how much it's worth. You've got a 7th book. This one is from the library, you can tell. Oh, so this book is in Espanol. That's cool. Ay, mi vida pasa de largo. Claro que a veces tengo que esconderme. It's been a long time since I spoke Spanish. Oh my gosh. This is funny. I should try to read this and see how much of it I can. Thanks to the pictures, I'll probably be able to figure out most of it. But it's been a long time since I spoke Espanol. His 4th book. Do you guys remember Garfield and his 9 lives? This is such a good book. And they actually turned it into a movie as well. This is so much fun, and this brings back a really good memory of me traveling up to San Diego. I grew up in Arizona, visiting my cousin, and she had this on her coffee table, and this is probably one of the first interactions with Garfield that I had that I can remember. And I was, probably 5 or 6. It was around the time that Roger Rabbit came out. I remember that. And this one is really good. It just goes over the different 9 lives of Garfield, and each illustration is different. So it's got a different cat for each of the 9 lives. So Cave Cat, the Vikings, Babes and Bullets, the Exterminators, Lab Animal, the Garden, Primal Self, Garfield, and Space Cat. If you guys haven't seen the cartoon of this one, I would definitely check it out. It's awesome. Here we go, the one that started it all. This one was published in 1980, but of course, you know, 1970s, late 70s is when Jim Davis created all of these comic strips, and then they probably just started putting the books together. But there you go, there's the first one. Let's see, 18th, 9th, 4th, I think we had that one already, right? 5th. This one is a couple of them combined. They also came like that. So this one has, let's see, the 18th, oh no. This one is the 28th, 29th, and 30th all into one. So that's a thick one. I swear this isn't gonna be all books. There's other stuff in this box. This is just what's on top. All right, here we go. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I told you there was a lot of books. So yeah, as you can tell, books on books on books. Let's see if we can get through some of these comic books. Okay, one of my favorite things at Halloween time is Garfield's Halloween Adventure. Oh my goodness. Do we have any Garfield Halloween fans? Like 2 hands up right here. Garfield in Disguise. This is so good. I love Charlie Brown Halloween because it's classic and it's something that you watched every year. But if I had to pick one and I could only watch one, it would definitely be Garfield. I just love everything about this. It is so cute. And if you guys haven't seen this one, you must go check it out. Garfield on the Town. This is the one where I think he meets his mom, right? Let's see. Yeah, and then their family. So that one is a movie as well. This is all of his travel adventures, and they actually had a DVD come out with all of them in there, but yeah, so Garfield in the Rough where he goes camping, Garfield in Paradise where they deal with the volcano, and then Garfield goes to Hollywood where he's in a talent competition. So those are all fun, and I actually have all the DVDs. I remember when they came out, I was like, Mom, I gotta get this so I can watch it, because if not, back in the day, it's not like you could just, you know, stream it somewhere. You couldn't YouTube it. Babes and Bullets, that's another long cartoon. This one, this one. It's nice that they're all packaged. I'm not really sure if I did that, or I don't think so. 20-year-old me says I did not do that. So whoever did this, awesome, thank you. They probably knew that, you know, I would be hanging on to them for a long time. So there's some more. Okay, now we are done with books, at least for what's on top. And I can see a couple of things inside. So let's pull out this box. Okay. All right, so this is a bunch of Garfield figurines from who knows what. Okay, so this was Dairy Queen, right? And it was just a promotion that they had, a bunch of Garfield stuff, and this is that. I'm surprised I even remember that. This was on a cat scratching post. Of course, we had to get the cat scratching post. Did any of you guys have this? It had a fishing pole with a cat toy on the end of it. But your cats could, of course, you know, scratch in, and once it was demolished, I kept the Garfield. I told you guys, I was big into keeping whatever Garfield there was. So this one, I'm sorry, this one was from 1999. These were all candy toppers. I think there was one of those plastic tubes with candy underneath, but they were all sports themed. And these are just plastic rubber. Here's a Garfield toy. I think his tail. You know, one of those silly things. Here's another one of those guys. So looks like we have a whole set. A soccer player, baseball player, football, and basketball player. 12 years old, my best friend threw me a surprise birthday party, and she had a Garfield cake for me, so of course I had to save the cake toppers on there. but this would have been from 95, 94, somewhere in the early 90s. I was at a yard sale recently, and every once in a while I will come across some vintage Garfield stuff, and I found a Garfield pencil sharpener. Now this one is mine from the 90s, but I was wondering if I still had it, and I do, so here it is. They also had super cute Garfield stamps. Oh no, I broke it. It's been in there a while, but oh my gosh, let's see if I can get this out. Oh, poor Garfield. He was sleeping, he didn't want to be disturbed. Well, I'll have to work on that, but it is a stamp, and Garfield, he's so cute. He's sleeping right there. Let's see what else is in here. Okay, what kind of an animal do you think I am? You know, a lot of this is saying 1978, 1981, so maybe that's just when the pause was established, because I don't think all of this stuff was from 1981. Here's another Garfield stamp. I didn't break this one, but it's a little paw print. His ink is obviously long gone in there. Just a little figurine. It's possible this could be an eraser or just a little rubber plastic thing. And then do you guys remember these? Oh my gosh, I wonder if it still works, but you would pull down the different color. Oh my gosh, these were so much fun to write with in school. And then of course, you know, you'd have to do black most of the time, but every once in a while you could get away with writing in some color. So that is it for this box. I'm surprised that I saved all of this stuff, but little figurines and everything. Are you guys recognizing any of this stuff? Do you guys go, oh my gosh, I totally have that, or my sister did, or my mom did, or someone. Now this next Garfield thing is probably from the year 2000. It is a Garfield back massager. Let's see if there's a date on this one. There is not, but my high school boyfriend, his mom got this for me because of course everybody knew that I loved Garfield. And I hope this doesn't still have batteries in it. It does! Oh no! Oh my gosh, then they're clean. Does it work? Oh my gosh, I gotta see this. Let's see. I can't believe the batteries. Yeah, there's no way that's gonna work from 20 years ago. Better take those batteries out. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, there was a Garfield back massager. Does it work awesome? Not so much. Is it cute? Absolutely. Oh, you guys, I have to plug this next one in. I had, of course, I told you I had a lot of Garfield stuff. This is just barely the beginning of the box. A Garfield alarm clock. I'm totally gonna plug this in and play this for you. This is so much fun, and I did wake up to this all the time. All right, so here he is plugged in. I'm kind of bummed. You can tell he got scratched in the box. He wasn't protected well enough. Bummer.
Get up. Time to get up, sleepyhead.
Okay, and then you press the snooze, which is his nose.
Don't get up. Stay in bed. Sleep longer.
Oh my goodness, that brings back so many memories. My stepdad and his dad are huge Garfield fans too. He had the Garfield cat bed, and I think I actually still have it. It's just not in this box. It's probably in with my stuffed animals. I'll see if I can find that too before the video is over. And you guys probably know what I'm talking about. But his dad had all of the beautiful Garfield figurines, probably from like Hallmark or some, you know, American greeting card company. I did not have those growing up, but I do remember them. They were just probably too fancy for my bedroom. I was more of like plastic and paper kind of a girl than, you know, porcelain. But he did give them to me many years ago, and they've been in boxes ever since. So let's open some of these up and see what they are. So this one is called the Gourmet. Oh, by Danbury Mint. That's who did it. Oh my gosh, this is... Okay, I was gonna say, it has never even been opened, but there's an opening on the bottom. So... Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Look at how neat that is. He's got some chicken and chips. He's having a picnic. He is the picnic. He's out of the basket. That is very cool. 1993. I was 10 years old then. This one doesn't have a card on top of it, but this is Garfield hanging out on his recliner. There's so much detail on this. It's got the springs and the shreddedness. He's even got ice in his cup. That is way cool. 1992. Looks like there's quite a few of them. So I'll open them up and I will show you guys so I don't have to sit here and open up all the boxes. There's also what I think is going to be a collector's plate. That's my guess. Sleep, the perfect exercise. This was plate number 3,711. So a lot of them. Wow, that's fancy. Look at that. Definitely not something you want to eat off of, right? Are there many people who still collect decorative plates? I know that they were big in like the 70s, 80s, and 90s, but I see them so often being sold at yard sales. I mean, there's got to be some that are worth some money, right? But I don't think it's something that most people want to display in their homes very much anymore. Not unless it had like some kind of sentimental value. All right, more books! We've got some cut downs and slams. And then 30 full Garfield postcards to keep or send. Let's see. Obviously, I kept them. All right, here we go. We've got some Garfield magic cards, riddles and jokes, war, Odie Made. I played this one a ton. As you can tell, the box is kind of munched. But this was a lot of fun. If I could find someone to play with me. All right, you guys, I went to vacation in California to Los Angeles, and my mom took us to kind of an antique mall. I want to say it was like a farmer's market / antique store, but I found this in there and I wanted to get it. I believe it's just like a pencil box. But the funny thing is that I bought it and I kept it sealed, and my mom was like, oh, you don't want to open it? And I'm like, no, it's a collectible. And I never opened it. And so instead of putting my Garfield collectibles in here, you know, I put them in here instead. Are we funny? Funny. But yeah, so this one, does it have a date on it? 1978. I'm not sure if that's when it was, but it's an old Garfield, so definitely 80s for sure. Snoopy? How did Snoopy get in here? This is from my grandpa. He loves Snoopy too. He also likes Calvin and Hobbes. Pretty cool grandpa, huh? More Snoopy? Oh boy. That's it for Snoopy, I promise. His third book. We have a whole bunch of buttons. These are brand new. They still have the sticker on the back, but these are super cute. Are you guys ready for my favorite Garfield stuffed animal? This I found the same time I found my collectibles box. He is a nighttime Garfield with Garfield slippers. He is so cute. But yeah, I just remember sleeping with him and snuggling with him. It's been a long time, huh, Garfield? You've been in a box for way too long. But I should bring this out and maybe my son will like to sleep with him. He's a nighttime Garfield after all.
I'm so happy I could just sleep.
This almost reminds me of a prize that you would win at a fair. It just has that kind of like hard, not really, you know, snuggable Garfield. He's very firm, I guess you would say. Kind of like one of those carnival prizes that you win by knocking down bottles or a ring toss or something. Now, he does have some stuff on him. Ew, I'm gonna have to dust that off. But there's that guy. I don't remember if I did win him at the fair. Maybe I did. Maybe one of my old boyfriends did. That's a good question. But this Garfield, this was my stepdad's, and he had this for a really long time, way before I met him, and probably even before I started getting into Garfield. You can just tell he is an older guy, but he's super cute too. I was at a yard sale recently, and they had a whole box full of stuffed animals, and they had Garfield, Odie, and you guys, they even had Pooky Bear. I have never found a Pooky Bear. I think these are newer, but I had to grab them up, and she sold them all to me for $1, which was awesome. Not each one for $1, the whole thing for $1. How could you not pick this up? Do I need more Garfield? No, but come on, they're small and they're cute. And right now I'm feeling like no Garfield left behind. It's always fun when you can find some vintage Garfield at yard sales. Like a Garfield trash can, am I right? This was filthy and I cleaned it up, and you can tell this is old school Garfield. But it's just a regular trash can, and this is in my son's playroom. Then I found this guy at a yard sale, maybe within the past 3 years sometime, but he was super clean. And of course, he's holding his Pooky Bear. So cute. So I had to get him, save him. But yeah, every once in a while, I will come across some vintage Garfield at yard sales, and I will pick it up to add to the collection. I went in the garage and I did some digging, and look at what I found! The cat bed! Here it is! Oh my gosh, do you guys, whoa, remember this big honkin' thing? Oh my gosh. Cats all over the world rejoiced when Garfield cat bed came out. This thing is in really good condition for being a cat bed, you know what I'm saying, after getting used for probably 10, 12, 13 years. I've just had it in a box. But this would be cute, you know? Put some other stuffed animals inside of it. Display it. Oh, I need 20,000 more rooms in my house. Or less stuff. But you know that's not going to happen. So, another book. Alright, so the very last thing I'm going to end on is my very favorite Garfield thing. Do you guys remember those Kit Kat clocks? The ones with the moving eyes and tails? Yes. So I had a Garfield watch, I had a Garfield alarm clock, and I had to get a hanging wall Garfield clock. And I remember going to an actual clock store where they had it, and just remember seeing it on the wall and going, oh my gosh, Mom, please, 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 can I have that? And lo and behold, one Christmas or birthday, I got the Garfield Kit Kat clock. Man, say that 5 times. There he is. This guy is my absolute favorite. I love it. His tail swings, his eyes move. He has no batteries in him right now, but the last time that I put batteries in it, he was working still. But yes, I begged my mom for this and she came through. And to think that I still have this after all this time, but this is my favorite. I would love to know which one of your items was your favorite. Did you collect Garfield as a kid? Do you still have Garfield stuff now? Do you have any Garfield fond memories? I would love to know, so post them in the comments below. Also, go ahead and give me a huge thumbs up for saving this stuff over the past 20 years. Dusting it off and bringing it out to show you. The time capsule has been opened. I hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon, and we will see you next time.